All right, guys, quick question. How come Halloween is a redneck's favorite holiday? Because they pumpkin. Yeah! I've been using that one for years, man. You get it? They're like banging their sister and stuff. They pumpkin. You get it. You understand. I don't need to explain it to you, although I did. I don't think you're dumb. I knew you got it, but there might be some guys going, well, I don't get it. They pumpkin. Well, you know what I mean. Anyway, so what did I? 6-month review on Schneider and my whole trucking thing that's going on. A little bit to talk about. And I wanted to do, talk about the pay, too. In fact, hold on, give me a second. I'm not going. I should have probably done this. I should have probably done this. It's not going to be on here. Damn. I should have done all that before. But that's all right. So, yeah, the 6-month review, and I wanted to talk about the pay a little bit, because I noticed on some of my previous videos, like I did first week's pay of OTR, first week's pay of dedicated, and like 1,000 people watched that. So everybody's interested in the pay. So, and I'm jumping it a little bit. Actually, I got like 5 days before it's 6 months. I've been with them for 6 months. But, so the review on Schneider is so far so good for me. Everything's okay. I like them. I think they're a good company. I do a dedicated route, so I can only talk about that. I can't talk much about how OTR and regional will be, because people are asking me, like, how's your home time? Are they good about getting you home? Let's talk about that for a second. I'm pretty much on a home daily gig. I run out of a distribution center. I'm on a dedicated route for Lowe's, so I always get back to that distribution center. And I live 45 minutes away from that distribution center. Now, I either get 1 load or 2 loads. When I get 2 loads, I'm running my clock for about 13 hours. When I get 1 load, I run it for about 9 hours. I usually get 2 loads a week. I work Monday through Friday. During the week, I'll usually get 2 loads, and then I might spend the night on the truck. 3 of those, I probably only get 1 load, and I'm only running my clock about 9 hours. I work about 9 hours. I usually start driving about 4 o'clock in the morning, and I'll be all done leaving to go home at about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Now, people ask, are they good about home time? I can tell you right now, they've been awesome about days I've wanted off, which haven't been many, but there are some days, like, I ask specifically for 1 load. I'm like, hey, I got something to do in the afternoon. Can I only get 1 load? And I just write it on the thing. And every time they've accommodated me. One time during the 6 months, I had to go away, I went away to Alaska, and I told them, hey, I'm taking off for a week. Actually, I took off for 6 days. I took off Monday through Friday and then the next Monday. No problem. That's fine. So as far as, here's what I recommend. As far as how are they getting you home on OTR and regional. This is what I would recommend. First off, if you're going home OTR and usually they do, it depends what you have set up. You can make an arrangement with them. Usually with OTR, they get you home every other week for Schneider. Let's say even if you're working for Prime or whoever, I would schedule or ask for your day off the day after you come back. So let's say you're supposed to get back on a Friday and you go back out on a Monday, but you want you want a day off. I would schedule, say, a dentist appointment, okay, doctor's appointment. I know things kind of come up, but I wouldn't schedule it on, like, if you're supposed to get home Friday night, I wouldn't schedule it on a Friday and ask them to get you home Friday. What I would do is make sure you're already home and then schedule it for a day after. Now, let's say you do that. Let's say, hey, I need that Monday off coming back, so I need to come back on Tuesday instead of Monday. What they're going to do is be like, well, that's fine, but we're going to have to get you home on Saturday then instead of your normal Friday. That's how we work it. What I would say is, hey, I already got an obligation on that Saturday. That's my normal day off, and I have an obligation on that Saturday. Now, here's what they do. Everybody's worried about their time off. Is your bonus reflects your time, or it's one of the things they reflect on. So, if you keep asking for days off, it's going to reflect your bonus, and that's how they get you. You know, they're smart. That's how they do it with the idling of the truck, too. You know, they work your bonus off that. I'm the type of guy, if I need off, I need off. Like, if you're regional, say if you go into Schneider regional, here's what I would do. They do that 34-hour reset. I would try and set it up, if you're not comfortable with that. Basically, you're working 6 days a week with a 34-hour reset. If you only want to work 5, say, hey, listen, I need my weekends off. I need to get home Friday evening and get back out Monday morning. Now, it's easy for me to say that, or for some of you guys work in the Northeast, because there's so much freight there, they have a lot more flexibility. Some of you guys that maybe are in the mid-country, it might be harder to get away with stuff like that. But here in the Northeast, they have so much freight, there's really no excuses for them. Well, we can't get you home. You know, if you're OTR in the middle of the country, they might have trouble getting you home. If you're like working a regional, Northeast regional, they can work with you. So you know, if that's what you want, I would say that before you're going in. And then, or if you're okay with it, say you need time off, I would schedule it when you're already home. You know, that's how they can't really play with me when I ask for a day off. I almost don't even ask for a day off. I mean, I do, but I'll tell them I'm taking off. You know, and it's not something I do all the time either. So if you're not doing it all the time, they're not going to have trouble with it. If you're putting in 50, 60 hours for the company, and you say, hey, I want a day off, I can only work 50 hours for you this week instead of 60, they're probably going to be okay with it. So anyway, there's that. Let's talk about pay for a little bit. Everybody wants to know about pay. How much time I got? I don't want to talk forever. Everybody wants to know about pay. If you looked at my previous videos, I was saying, hey, man, you're looking at like 40 grand for the year when you first start. Now, that was when I first started. I can say that has changed, because now let me break it down for you. With those loads, if you add them up, well, I said, I work about 9 hours for 3 days. I'm working about 55 hours. We'll say that's about the most I work. My checks are about between $950 and $1,000, okay? That's what my checks are. Now, I don't know what you're going to get taken out. I don't know if you're going to get medical. I don't know if you're going to get, I do a 401k. I don't know what you're going to, I can tell you before taxes, I'm between $950 and $1,000. Now, let's just say I'm at $1,000. So now you're up to about 50 grand a year. That's what, that's what I'm about out now. Now, they give me $200 a month for my schooling, because I paid for my schooling myself. Say with my bonus, when I first signed on with Schneider, they gave me $2,000 for the year. That's paid in increments, but let's break it down over 12 months. No, let's break it down for the year. They gave me $2,000 if I stayed for the year. And my bonus can go up to $500 quarterly. So that would be an extra 2,000. But I take time off and I idle a lot. When it's hot, I idle and keep my air running. So let's bring that down to 250 every 3 months. So that's an extra 1,000. So let's say I'm making 50,000 with driving. They gave me 200 a month for schooling. That's another 2,500. Okay, 2,400. Let's say 2,000 they give me. So now I'm up to 52,000. They gave me a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Now I'm at 54,000, and they give me another 1,000 for the year. So I'm at 55,000. That's probably if I started from now till next year this time. You know, that's what I'm bringing in. Now the first couple months, you know, they weren't giving me 2 loads all the time. UOTR and regional guys, when you go out, it's just, it's hard in the beginning because you don't know where you're going. You don't know how things work. You're driving real slow. You're taking things real slow. Your paperwork's slower. Even OTR, if you go OTR, you're going to start to go to the same places. If you're Northeast Regional, you're going to start to go to the same places. There are going to be different ones. And when you go to a different place, you don't know how to pull in. You don't know where the office is. You don't know where to get your paperwork. You don't know where the empty trailers are. So it takes a lot longer. The more you get to do it, the more you understand it, the faster you're going to be, the more miles you can do. So, you know, there's that. Everybody wants to know about the pay. You know, that's what I'm looking at right now. I'm doing, and you know, people hear these, I keep saying this, people hear these $60,000, $70,000 salaries. Let me tell you something. You are out there on the road, away from your family, putting in miles to make that much money. You know, if you break it down, if you wanted to break it down hourly, you know, it's not like you're going to be rich. You're making $60,000, $70,000, maybe not 60, but you hear these 70,000. You're out there for a while, man. You're running your clock, your 70-hour clock. You're away from your family. You're behind the wheel. You're sitting in the chair, you know. So you might hear those numbers. Just remember what it comes with, okay? If you're only doing this because you hear that 70,000, you hear that 60, 70,000, remember what the sacrifice is, okay? It's going to be a big sacrifice. So, and you have to decide if that's worth it. As for trucking over the 6 months, what time am I at? Yeah, I'm running over. I dig it, man. I dig it. I dig driving the truck. I like driving the truck. I feel good about what I'm doing. I feel like I like being on my own, doing my own thing, sitting here shooting a video if I feel like it. You know, being on my pretty much my own schedule and just doing things and being alone and you know, running it the way I want to run it. So that's my quick 6, like I said, I'm at like 13 minutes, and that's a lot for me. I don't like to talk too much because I know I lose people's attention, and I lose my attention. Then I start rambling. Shut up! Anyway, you guys be cool. Go Cowboys. Don't ever forget that. That's very important, okay? If you're new, you're thinking about it, and you're thinking about more than just the money, and you're in I would say if you're in the Northeast Regional, you're golden, because, you know, I'm probably going to go local here, more local here soon, but I don't know, man. There's a couple things Schneider, man, I don't want to go over, but that zip code to zip code they pay, not actual miles, kind of starts to get under your skin a little bit. But you know, look at my previous videos, I talk about that. So Schneider for the most part is a good starter company. And anyway, you guys stay safe out there, and that's all I got. All right, see you.